Hi there, my name's Hazel Keedle, VBAC researcher, and I'm very excited today to share with you my new study in BMC pregnancy and childbirth, looking at women's experiences of planning a VBAC in different models of maternity care in Australia. Now, this final part of my PhD was a national survey, and women from all states and territories in Australia completed the survey. Now, we designed the survey around the 4 different factors that came out in the qualitative part of my study. They are having confidence, having control, having a relationship, and having active labour. We then compared those 4 factors to whether women had continuity of care with a midwife, with a doctor, or standard fragmented antenatal care. Now, what we mean by continuity of care is having the same midwife or doctor at every appointment, labour and birth, and caring for you postnatally as well. Looking at the whole data set, we found that 69%, so 2/3 of women, found that previous caesarean as a traumatic birthing experience. If they planned a VBAC and then had a repeat caesarean, 52% found that traumatic, compared to only 17% of women finding their VBAC a traumatic birthing experience. Now, looking at that confidence, women who had continuity of care with a midwife were more likely to feel that their provider, their midwife, was confident in their ability during labour to have a VBAC. That is, the woman felt that their midwife was confident in their ability to do this. Obviously, if you feel that your healthcare provider is confident in you, then that's going to build your own confidence. Now, looking at upright birth and water birth, women were more likely to have an upright birth with a midwife and more likely to have a water birth with continuity of care with a midwife as well. So when you're looking at your options and you're really thinking about you want to be active and you want to access water, you're more likely to have that in that continuity of care model. Now, how we brought this all together was quite interesting. We used some climate change modelling for this, but we looked at our numbers. And we explored different areas for control, confidence, relationship and active labour, and then plotted them to see how they compared across those three different models. And then we combined it all together, and what you can clearly see here is that continuity of care with a midwife increased your control, your confidence, your relationship and active labour. Basically, a midwife means with women. And for women planning a VBAC, to have that support of continuity of care with a midwife meant they were more likely to feel in control of their wishes and choices, feel more confident in their ability to have a VBAC, have an active labour and a relationship based on trust. Thank you, and I look forward to speaking to you again.